Get it. We're not in sync this time.
No.
Okay. Ready? Hi, everybody. This song is to Beyonce, and it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Beyonce.
Happy birthday!
Your songs make me dance.
Happy birthday to you.
Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to Tea Time with Team Epic Reads. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm drinking an iced beverage today.
Is it iced tea?
Mm-hmm.
It's still tea, so it still counts.
It's iced tea with lemon.
I'm drinking cucumber white tea. Welcome. If this is your first time to Tea Time with Team Epic Reads, this is our weekly live...
That hurt a lot.
Be careful. This is our weekly live video chat where we talk about all things books and nerdery and
Loves.
awesome things.
And drink tea.
Consequently.
So, how are you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm good. It was a holiday weekend, and I'm having a hard time
Adjusting back to work.
getting back into the swing of things.
If you are just joining us for the first time, you can tweet along using the hashtag #TeaTime or just mention at Epic Reads, and you'll be entered to win our giveaway.
Yeah, which we'll talk about.
Which we'll talk about shortly. There will be a lot of winners, 20 of you.
Uh-oh.
So many! Yeah, we'll see if we can...
Let's check in and see.
We're going to check in with Twitter.
Who's here.
Shelly Reed says, being sneaky at work and watching.
Harley James says, totally need some nerdy time right now.
What up?
Coming at you. Ready?
I don't know what... Here's a little book shimmy.
Here's
a little book shimmy for you.
I added a to it.
Skylight says, happy Bookish Wednesday, ladies. I don't know if that's your voice, but it is now, ladies. Get a little musical theater.
All right, let's talk about it. Margot, what are you reading this week?
I just finished reading... I'm in the process of reading like 3 different things this week. On my e-reader, I just finished The Transfer by Veronica Roth, which is the first of her short stories told from Four's point of view. This one is is set during Four's choosing ceremony, and you get to see his interaction with his dad. And I don't want to give any details away, but it just came out. He's the worst. Oh, I hate him.
It just came out, but you need to read it to prepare yourself for. It's like little morsels are being dropped, like Reese's Pieces are being dropped until we get Allegiant.
It is. Oh my god, that's a perfect analogy. It's like a little trail of things that you're just like, ooh, where's the next one? Ooh, more, and then Allegiant, and then you're just like giant cake,
and you're
YA.
Like fix all feel with the ET. I'm going too deep into it. I went too deep.
So yeah, Allegiant comes out on October 22nd, as if you guys didn't already know all of that.
And that's cool.
So I just finished that last night. And then I also am in the process of reading Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King, an excellent book. Deals with bullying, but it's really good. It's more of like a magical realism book. You would actually really like it. Yeah, it's very cool. And then in real book land, I am joining the Epic Reads. I'm hosting the September book club. We are reading September Girls in September for our September book club.
I see what you did there.
It starts September 1st, and it goes through September
29th,
30th. September 30th.
How many months?
30 days in November, April, June, and September.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I did there was like a knuckle trick. I remember, but I don't remember.
So we're reading this at September Girls by Madison. Very controversial book.
I loved it.
I like controversy.
I know you do.
It makes me kind of like want to read it even more. So we're going to read that. We're hosting it over on Goodreads. If you want to join our little book club, you can join the discussion there. There's
a lot to talk about, too. Because there's a lot to discuss. It's a pretty good book. It's a good book.
So that's what I'm reading. What are you reading?
We did a chat a couple of weeks ago about adult books for people who love YA. And this one stuck out to me. It's a Harper book. It's called Reconstructing Amelia. And I just started it, and I'm enjoying it. I think it's good fun. I mean, it's kind of depressing good fun. So the premise is this, it has 3 points of views. There's a lot of stuff that's, like, pulled out from what you like about a YA book, right, that we talked about.
So a young character.
There's a young character. She has fallen off a building and died.
Oh, my first guess was going to be falling off a horse.
No. And she is... Did she jump? Did somebody push her? We're trying to figure this out. And her mother is putting together the pieces from, like, text messages and
She's
emails.
reconstructing Amelia?
Yeah.
Oh, nerd.
It's a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a really, really quick read, but I'm early into it. I just picked it up.
Oh man, every time I see an adult book, I'm like, oh, actually, it's not too bad.
No.
I was really worried that the font size would be really small because I'm so used to YA where it's like very large.
And you're just showing off my book faux pas where I'm marking my place with the death.
That's okay. I have to do
Also,
that.
I haven't read a hardcover in a
long
really
time.
long time, and it's so cumbersome.
I know, especially
I'm
on the
just like,
subway, you're kind of like, I'm sorry, everyone.
But it feels nice to have a hefty piece of work in your hands.
So I'm gonna do a quick shout out to Adriana effing D, because she says her birthday's in October, so happy almost birthday.
Happy almost birthday.
Romilly Bernard is also tuning in. She's the author of Find Me, which we will be talking about in a moment. Forever 17 Books is reading The Burning Sky by Sherry Thomas.
Which we will talk about in a moment.
Lima Bean 74 is reading The Dollhouse Asylum. Never heard of it, but it kind of sounds awesome.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie The Dollhouse?
No, and if it has anything to do with anything scary, I don't ever want to see it. Don't tell me about it. I don't like being
Oh,
scared.
it's Welcome to the Dollhouse.
Blah, blah.
It's not scary.
No, but I did like the Joss Whedon show, Dollhouse.
I'm not familiar with that.
It was Whedon's most weak sauce show, but I still enjoyed it.
Well, I love him, so...
Yeah. Well, Tomo Pennickett's in it, and he's from Battlestar. Yeah.
Who is he in Battlestar?
Boomers.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Whenever we talk about Battlestar, we're like...
People in our office are just like, shut up about Battlestar.
Everything, we can relate everything back to Battlestar, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, Romilly Bernard just tweeted, words cannot describe how much I loved Reconstructing Amelia. Everybody go follow Romilly. She's a debut author. I'm retweeting this so everybody can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else is everybody reading? Rev Wonderland. I got Asylum and my friend stole it before I could read it.
This makes Snarkles very angry.
That is like a book nerd. Well, you better get it back. If she keeps it, if your friend keeps it, that is like, I don't know, breaking the book nerd commandments. No stealing your friend's books.
No stealing.
Just give it back. You can borrow. Make sure you give it back.
Bookish and Nerdy just finished the beginning of Everything. Did you love it? By Robyn Schneider. That came out last week.
No.
I liked the book a lot.
I
also love the cover because I like yellow is my favorite color, and it
She has
stands out.
yellow pants on. Show us your yellow pants.
I got yellow pants.
Nice.
It's also, it stands out on your bookshelf.
It
Look
does.
at that. You can't really see it, but it stands out.
Trust us.
Trust us.
Let's see. Melissa Giorgio just finished reading The Bitter Kingdom and all the feels. Oh, me too. If I had my feels tissue box with me, I would break it up, but it's on my desk.
Margot and I are going to be doing some traveling together soon, and the Girl of Fire and Thorn series is probably one of your favorite series.
Yes.
And now that The Bitter Kingdom's out, I am going to binge read it in preparation and on our trips. So I'll have Margot right there to turn to and be like,
every moment I'll be like, what part are you at? What part are you at? What part are you at? What is Hector said? What is Elisa doing? Oh! Explode. So, something sucky has happened. Summer ended. Mm-hmm. And it's fall again.
Although in New York,
fall is glorious.
Summer, the end of summer was like being like good riddance. I don't want it felt like a soup all weekend.
It's gross. New York in the summer is nasty.
I went to the zoo and I was outside on like it was 99% humidity.
Ugh.
And I was like, get out of here, summer.
So it sucks that summer's over, but fall's here, and that means awesome things are about to come out. Fall is like ramping up. It's like summer's a little bit slow, and fall's like, boom, back in business.
It's like the 1-2 punch of all the reads that you want to read.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give you a fall preview of almost all of our books that are coming out between next week and the end of the year.
The end of 2013.
So,
by the way, side note, this year is going by fast.
Yes, it is going by fast.
FYI.
So if you want to see what we have coming up soon, I'm going to... you can always go to epicreads.com/books, and then you just hit the coming soon section, and so you can see everything that we have coming up in the next couple of months. Here, I'm going to tweet it out right now.
Coming soon!
Coming soon books. Okay. Tweet.
Coming soon book.
Did I do book?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love
my
it.
bad. My
Love
bad. Too many things happening at once.
Okay, so let's start this party.
Okay.
Do you want to start it?
All right, so we've divided all of the books that are coming up into debut and
Continuation?
series, like second or third books in series. So first let's start out with what's coming out this week. We have The Transfer by Veronica Roth that we mentioned. It's an ebook.
Yeah.
And then we have Phoenix Overture, which is the prequel from Sam's point of view in the Incarnate series. That's also out on ebook. But we also have The Lost Apprentice, I Am Alice, which is the 12th?
It's 12.
Book 12. Can you believe that? There are 12 of them.
This series is a really interesting series. It's starting to get a lot more attention because a movie is coming out.
It's going to be a movie called The Seventh Son.
But it's 12 books, and very much like Harry Potter started out very, very young.
And
like the first book was definitely kind of geared to middle grade readers. This is the same thing. Like, it is on book 12, and it is dark.
Yeah.
And it is definitely not for middle grade readers.
And then also new is Sweet Legacy, the final book in Tera Lynn Child's Medusa trilogy.
Yeah, the Sweet Venom.
The Medusa girls. It's Sweet Venom, Sweet... Oh, it's in here. Ugh. Sweet... What is it? Sweet Shadows. Sweet Venom, Sweet Shadows, and now Sweet Legacy.
And I would pay $1 million to make my hair do that.
I'd pay $1 million to just, like, have somebody... Yes. Her hair is awesome. It looks so soft.
Soft.
Look how soft her hair looks.
So that's the stuff that is out right now, and now we're going to go through the stuff that is coming. So get your Goodreads shelves ready.
Yes. Get prepared. All of the books on Epic Reads, they link out to Goodreads, so in that coming soon section, you can browse through that way. Or you can just open up your Goodreads, have it alongside you while you watch, and add them to your shelves.
Fear of Lung just said book shimmies. Yeah, let's book shimmy for the books we're about to see.
All right, so let's start from the debut pile.
Okay. You want to do like one-on-one? I don't know.
We'll do one-on-one. We'll switch.
I'll say for a debut that is coming out in October, How to Love by Katie Cotugno. Woo! This is a contemporary book that has a lot of people feeling.
A lot of people are talking about this book.
And it definitely is a huge... I probably get in heated conversation about this book so much. It stuck with me, and it makes you want to talk to people and be like, yes.
Yeah, this book is, the premise basically is a girl, it's told in before and after, and it's a girl, she gets knocked up, but the boy
skedaddles.
Yep, so she's stuck with a baby, and so it's all before he skedaddles, and then the other part of the story is when he comes back 2 years later.
Yes, and she's got a toddler.
So Katie Cotugno, this is her debut novel. It's a standalone. It comes out on October 1st. I love this book. It's so excellent, and I cannot highly recommend it enough. So it's actually, if I had to choose 3 books that I would recommend to everybody to read, this would be one of them.
One of your tops.
This is one of my tops.
We'll go through, we're going to go through these things, and then we'll give our rundown of our top 3 picks, individuals.
All right, from the series book, Resist by Rae Carson, it is the sequel to
Breathe.
Hold that one up?
Yep.
This is the sequel to Breathe, which we both loved. We had Rae Carson on Tea Time once.
And she's a tea wizard.
She is a tea wizard.
We did a blind tea sampling test, and she nailed them all the flavors.
I was like, I don't even know the difference between black and... I don't know.
No,
I don't know anything about tea.
I enjoy tea, but I'm not a connoisseur. Like, she could tell the difference between Lady Grey and Earl Grey.
I know. What the hell? That's so awesome. Tea powers.
Also, this book is so
very environmental. It's like basically the air is toxic. And
and all of your oxygen is regulated by a corrupt government.
And you live in a dome.
It's good stuff.
It's excellent. That book comes out. When does it come out?
October 8th.
And Breathe is coming out in paperback soon as well. Just a heads up.
Eat Brains Love. This is a paperback original.
Yep.
And again, a lot of people have a lot of fun. They're comparing it to Warm Bodies. It's kind of like that cheeky
parody, zombie humor.
Yes.
It's a standalone.
So I think that the basic
a lot of fun.
premise is like the two main characters have like, they've turned into zombies and they've eaten all of their best friends. And they're like come together to console each other because they've eaten all of their best friends. And they feel bad about it. So
I just pictured eating all of my friends. The hat brains.
So it's a lot of fun. I think the cover is a lot of fun. And it's easily consumable in this paperback form.
This comes out in October, I believe. I don't think it says on the back.
No, because this is the
finished copy.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, we're going to check in here, make sure, see how y'all's doing. Risby, I need to get my hands on How to Love. You will soon. Soon. And potentially you could win one. The giveaway for today is all of the arcs, all of the upcoming arcs. We have some finished copies, but all of the arcs that you see, we'll be giving away those arcs to 20 people.
So far it's been
book, so you could win it.
And How to Love is something that you could win by tweeting your awesomeness to us.
Let's see. Beauty Brain Book says, Eat Brains Love sounds so funny. Jenna does books. Eat Brains Love just makes me want to say brains. Oh, Pretty Nifty DR says, I'm sick, but tea time with Epic Reads is making me feel better. Feel better.
Hydrate.
You need some in case of feels tissues.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
In case of your nose heals. I don't know what I'm saying.
Ape Della says book shimmy. It's a book shimmy.
I feel like this is a command.
Every time we get a book shimmy to be, we're going to book shimmy.
So I'm going to go, these are two debuts.
Okay.
They're companion books, and they're coming out at the same time, which
They are.
It's like
kind of an awesome
high five that decision making.
They are clean teen romance.
It's so sweet.
They're so pretty.
They're so pretty and they're nice together. And
when do they come out? They come out. It's called Snapshot and a Rock in a Hard Place by Angie Stanton.
See, this comes out. It says 9/24.
Oh, okay. So it's out in September. So it's coming. Oh, wait, we're doing a giveaway for this on Story Crush, but we'll be giving some of these away today too as well.
This makes me think of my youth.
I know.
It's
and
so pretty.
Summer and
all the youth that I had in my head.
Yeah. I could sit here and just like start this one right now. I don't know. There's something calming about those covers. So next from the series pile, we have Warrior by Ellen O. It is the sequel to Prophecy, which is it's based in Korean mythology, and it's high fantasy, magic, awesomeness.
All the good stuff.
All fighting,
yes.
And it's like, this book is like completely action-packed. It's just like, boom,
Demon
boom,
Slayer.
Boom. Yeah. She's a demon slayer, and Warrior comes out December 31st.
Oh boy!
So put that one on your Christmas lists. But
oh yeah, Christmas! You get so many books at Christmas.
Ellen O is super dope. She loves K-pop, K-dramas, anything awesomeness. She says also loves martial arts, films, cooking, and cooking shows. And she's a rabid fan of The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. I didn't know that. I love Korra so much.
We should have her on to just talk. You two just talk about those things, and I'll just eat chips in the corner.
Oh, I love Korra. Anyway,
in the debut pile, another paperback original, No Angel. Helen Keebler was the author of Fangirl, which is
another sort of awesome, hilarious parody on
like paranormal.
Yeah, on or vampires.
And Fangirl has a kind of cult following, and people love it. So No Angel is kind of the same line. So if you love that, get excited.
Let's see. Amy9190 says Demon Slayer. Well, I need to read that book. Indeed, you do.
Indeed.
Let's see what else. BB Called says, eek! I've just added all of these books so far.
We're sorry, but not really, about the impact that this does to your book reading needs.
Oh, man. I'm so excited for all these books to come out. Let's see what else. Let's see. Reader Adventure. I enjoy paranormal parodies. Team Human is my favorite.
Yeah, Team Human was a good one.
Yeah, if you like Team Human, definitely check out Helen Keeble's books. They're funny and good.
This is another debut upcoming, The Broken Hearted by Amelia Kahaney.
She's on the Dark Days tour.
She is on the Dark Days tour. We're going to be hanging out with her in Austin. Is she going to be in Austin?
Mm-mm.
No.
She'll be in the Ohio.
She'll be in the Ohio stop. But
she's going to be at Comic-Con.
Yay! So we'll be hanging out with her sometime.
Mm-hmm.
This book is very...
this book is dope. So good.
I loved it.
So good.
It's kind of Batman, Chris Nolan-esque Batman world.
I think I talked to you about, it's like a cross between Batman, and for me, it felt like the setting, The Mask, starring Jim Carrey. Only because it's like over the top in the world, like the city's super corrupt and like, I don't know. There's just something like visually about this book is very like dark, it's very colorful and rich.
The world is a very great world.
It's not even a beautiful world because it's just like so dark. It's
dirty.
It's just an amazing. She like really creates this atmosphere.
The premise is a girl who is the daughter of the person that runs the town, Fleet. She lives in like the Fleet Tower. She's a part of like a big empire family. She falls in love with a boy on the wrong side of the tracks. Things go horribly wrong. She ends up with a broken heart.
We don't want to give away too much, but we'll
that may or may not assist things. Anyway, this is really good.
And it comes out when?
The 8th. October 8th.
October 8th.
That's so soon. You guys need to get it to read it so we can talk about it. Also, the ending of it made me just want the next book immediately.
It was a good ending. Did not want to... zip. Squid hands on that one. Next from the series pile, we have The Book of Love, which also comes out December 31st, so it's a ways away, but it is the sequel to The Secret Sisterhood of Heartbreakers, which is good contemporary
magic.
Yeah.
There's like it's a contemporary setting, but they have magical powers, right?
Let's see. The sequel to The Secret Sisterhood of Heartbreakers. This is an enchanting tale of heartache, friendship, magic, and second chances. So this one comes out December 28th. By Lynn Weingarten. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Matt Crazy says The Broken Hearted sounds like a Tim Burton movie.
It is a little bit. Not as like kooky.
Yeah. It's definitely the design. Like you imagine the design of this city, and like Tim Burton's a pretty design heavy, so that's cool. Beauty Brain Book says my TBR list is massive thanks to all the tea times I've watched.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. From our home to yours.
Twilight Sweep YA says which Comic-Con? New York Comic-Con. It's in October 10th through the 13th,
yes.
I believe.
Yes,
those are the dates. Aubrey's hosting her very first panel.
Margot's going to train me. She's done panels.
Yes, but it's her first panel. And it's going to be with Bennett Madison, who wrote September Girls, which is pretty awesome.
Yay.
Lipstick and Lit says, I'm really looking forward to reading The Broken Hearted. Chelsea Maya, can't wait for The Broken Hearted and to meet Amelia at an Ohio tour stop. If you go, take pictures, tweet them to us. We want to see.
Yes.
We want to see, because we are not going to all of those dates. Literary Kate says that she's going to the Dayton tour stop. What's up, Ohio?
I love seeing all of you.
I know.
Go.
Get together, and if you guys watch Tea Time, ask people there if they watch Tea Time too. And,
you should just walk around
friends.
doing
just book shimmy.
Book shimmies.
Right?
Like, just book shimmies and be like, is anybody going to notice?
We should make something so that they can, like, print out and, like, pin it on, be like, I watch Tea Time, do you? Or, you know, something so you can identify.
Well, because it's stuff, we run into this, like, we talk to people at parties, but then they tweet at us, and we were like, yes, we know you, but can you tell us your Twitter handle?
I know. I never know anybody by their actual name. I'm like, what's your Twitter handle? Oh, yes. I know exactly who you are. It's all right. Next up.
Next up is The Twin Maker by Sean Williams, which comes out...
It's just Twin Maker, no the.
Oh,
in case you're searching.
Sorry. Twin Maker.
Sorry.
By Sean Williams. It comes out in November. I don't know the actual date, because this is an arc that had a different date on it.
This is November 5th.
Okay. This book is a lot of fun. It is about teleportation and kind of the bad things that can happen. And I got sucked into this world because I'm always like, oh, teleportation would be really cool and convenient. And they make it seem really cool and convenient until it's not. And then you are changing every time you teleport, and you don't really have control over it, and people hunt you down.
What
It's fun.
sound do you think teleportation makes? Mine is...
In this book, they describe it, which matches mine, is just like a really like whoosh wind sound.
Okay.
Like a seal of a capsule.
Sarah's is probably more like Star Trek Into the Darkness, whereas mine is like Star Trek Wrath of Khan sound effects. Sure. Sorry for that.
Sorry.
We met Sean Williams at BEA.
He's so fun.
He's super hilarious. We did the book, that thing where you put
we
the
learned
women-
that Margot has excellent posture. She's stacked with 2 books.
Although not with paperbacks. I'm pretty
with-
bad with paperbacks. Anyway, he's super cool. He's from Australia. Got a cool accent.
And he's funny.
He's hilarious. I like him.
This book, it looks pretty hefty, but it is a quick read, y'all. That doesn't come out until November 8th.
Next up from this series list, we have Thornhill by Kathleen Peacock, which is the sequel to Hemlock, which right now, if you have an e-reader, is only $2.99. If you're in the U.S., you can download it for $2.99 right now.
$2.99. Are you out of your mind?
So this is the sequel to this one. Hemlock comes out, I think, next week. So good
Get
time.
it.
Yeah. So if you haven't read Hemlock, download it or go buy it in paperback. It's out right now, or get it from your library.
This is a series that has a
werewolves.
rabid fan base who love this book, and it's infectious.
It is dreamy and dark and romantic, and it's werewolves are probably my favorite paranormal creature.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, not vampires, definitely werewolves. I think there's something sexy about like
There is a
the
little.
werewolf like. Wait, that's not a werewolf. Anyway, so Thornhill comes out next week.
Hemlock was out in paperback this week. I think it's out in paperback now.
It's either now or next week or this week. It's out.
Ebook
It'll
is
be out soon.
$2.99.
We'll talk more about this next week because it'll be out next week.
In our debut, well, this is a companion, Across the Star-Swept Sea.
It's a companion to For Darkness Shows the Stars. You do not need to read one in order to read the other, but I suggest you read both because Diana Peterfreund is an amazing writer, and this one is what's it the retelling of
Persuasion.
Yes, and this one is the
Scarlet Pumpernickel.
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 Scarlet Pumpernickel.
The Scarlet that literary classic.
Oh.
The Scarlet Pumpernickel.
Oh my gosh. Okay, after this we're doing a Twitter of like bagel themed book titles because now all I want is pumpernickel bagels. Okay, so yeah, the Scarlet Pumpernickel. The Scarlet Pimpernel. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But Diana is amazing
She's
writing.
like really good at looping in
the original story themes into something totally new.
Yes, it's a very, very, very new.
Chris Ten Williams says, "Love the cover for Across a Star-Swept Sea, so beautiful." I can't wait to see that one in hardcover.
Yeah, we haven't gotten it yet, but it is nice. I love this cover too.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and this one is in paperback right now. So
there's a lot of Across the Star-Swept Sea love right now.
Yeah, man.
Sophisticated says, "Oh man, I needs."
Yeah, you do. You needs it.
You needs it.
You
needs it hard.
Poo Pants. Poo Pants tweeted, "I have a signed book plate for Hemlock and nothing to put it in." Well, fix that, okay?
Also, I love your Twitter handle. I hope we meet you in person.
If you guys have Vine, you should follow us because today we started a new Vine series of awkward reading positions, and Aubrey did a really funny one that you need to see. We tweeted it out earlier. So.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's continue.
Sorry.
Next up, Blackout by Robeson Wells. This is a super scary, dystopian-esque, terrorist-esque thing.
I wouldn't call it scary. I'd say it's more like, crap, what if this actually happened in real life?
So, I have been watching a lot of Fringe.
Yes!
As you know.
Oh, very Fringe-esque.
And it's very, like, you don't know that you've been turned into a weapon, maybe.
It's like these teens that are basically, like, undercover spies in the United States, and they have superpowers, and they're just all of a sudden committing all these massive acts of terrorism. And it's a little frightening because the stuff that they do, like blowing up dams and bridges and just causing massive panic is like, especially if you like today, every time I go in the headlines, I'm like, oh, the world's ending, blah. But so reading that book, maybe I was like, oh God, please, I don't want this to happen. But then I was like, all right, people don't have superpowers, or do they?
So that's Blackout by Robyn Wolf.
That comes out October 1st as well.
Oh, that's soon.
That is very soon.
And this is the hardcover, so you guys are getting a little first
Oh
look.
wait, doesn't it? I think it has one of those sneaky cool things. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's got the silvery.
Oh yes. I love it when I undress you. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Let's dress you back.
Okay, also from the series list, we have Radiant Sky from Jocelyn Davies, who is also here at HarperCollins.
We like her. She's a lot of fun.
We do like her. This is the third and final book in a Beautiful Dark series. This is the first book. The first book, if you haven't read the series, is Angels. You loved it.
I do, and I'm not a huge Angel fan, but
she enjoyed this one.
Oh my.
The ebook is $2.99 also right now. So if you haven't read it, you got an e-reader, and you've been wanting to read it, it's $2.99.
It's one of those classic love triangle kind of things where you really don't know who you like more, and it's just a turmoil. And Jocelyn is very good at making them both.
There's a lot of tension in between, like between the two. Like you kind of like you like them both. There's no clear winner.
Yeah, there's no clear winner, and you don't know who she should choose or why. So unless you guys are readers, and I don't know which one I want her with. But feel free to tweet me and tell me which one she should be with.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just reading her dedication in her last book. To my parents, for teaching me how to dream and for always believing I'd find a way to turn those dreams into reality. That's really sweet.
That's really nice, Jocelyn.
I like that. So this is coming out next week?
I think so.
Soon.
I
think it's in September. Maybe 2 weeks.
Next up on the debut, Gretchen McNeil is returning to scare the pants off of us.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Gretchen. Sorry, every time I hear the word Gretchen, I'm like, oh, mean girls.
359 is a new horror book.
Gretchen McNeil knows her way around a horror story. Mm-hmm. She wrote Possess and 10, which is...
10 is good.
It's creepy as hell. 10 is also $2.99 right now if you have an e-reader.
Look at all this. We're giving you the
so
books
many
on the
good
cheap
things. Yeah.
Just this cover alone kind of scares the crap out of me.
Look at it. What does it say?
Like, what does she want? Does she want to eat my soul? I don't
know. We will be talking more about 359 when it goes on sale.
I think it comes out in November.
The 2 weeks? No, I think it's on September 24th.
September.
I think it's this month.
There's a lot of books coming out in September. Oh yeah, because these are all finished, so they're coming out this month. Mm-hmm. Looky.
Find me. Look, it's a finished cover.
I am in love with this cover. It stands out so much. It is. It's
look at that spine.
You can't even see it right on the camera, but it all says "Find me" really small, and it just pops.
It's a strokeable cover. It's got like that. It's like, oh God. They did, the thing.
Cover designers.
Well done. Also, there is a little sneaky peek. I don't know if you'll be able to, but ooh, I like how it says, find me.
Ooh, and I like that it's red.
Yeah, right? You don't see red that often. It's usually like black or white.
Yeah, I love it.
Find Me, I just finished that this weekend, actually. I read it on the train in 2 train sittings.
A 2 train sitting?
It was a 2 train sitting. I had to pace myself. This book... This is an amazing debut. That is, okay, when I was trying, because she's like, okay, what's it about? And I was trying to explain it. I'm like, there's not so many different elements, but there's a lot of like sort of subplots, which I love in debuts. I love it when there isn't just like the one storyline and like that's it. There is the main storyline, but then there's kind of all these other little things happening and they all weave together at the end. And
she got you.
She completely...
I love it. Margot never gets got, by the way.
Damn you, Romilly, because I did not see the ending coming, and I was pissed when it happened, because I didn't see it coming, and
hurt your heart.
It hurt my soul a little bit, and also I love that the main character's name is Wicket, which of course, makes the Star Wars nerd in me happy. So thank you for that, Romilly. We're gonna check in here on Twitter. Find Me comes out in October. I believe it's in October.
Sorry, our computer's getting really hot.
Rachel Ray says, Find Me would look pretty on my shelves.
Yes, it would.
Let's see. Pretty cover. Everybody says, I need to feel. Book Butterfly 09 says, I need to feel the cover. You do.
It's good. It's a good cover.
It is a very good cover. And it's a very good book. I'm excited to read more of Romilly. Romilly's on my, authors to watch list for the show after this one.
Nova just said September 24th. Thank you for getting us the
so it's another September. It's soon.
2 weeks.
Yes, everybody says go add it to your Goodreads. All booked up. YA says, okay, we all clearly need to add Find Me on our Goodreads list. Yes, you do.
Yes.
It's an amazing thriller. It's a very good thriller.
I just say, if it gets you, because Margot kind of prides herself on being like, I know where this book is going.
What happens. No, that one because the whole time I was like, oh, it's totally this character. It's totally whatever. And then I read it, I was like, darn you! Because I was convinced. I was having an entire conversation with my boyfriend, and I was like, I bet it's this guy. I bet it's this guy. I bet it's this guy. And then it just ended up not being anything that I expected.
So go for it. See if Romilly gets you.
She got me.
Alrighty. Moving on. Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. This is a standalone debut.
Standalone post-apocalyptic dystopian awesome sauce book.
So we'll just take a moment right now. Go add it to your Goodreads shelf, because if you don't read this book, you will be sad.
All of these standalone debuts, I'm just like, oh, they're so good this fall. They're so good.
There's so much. You're putting together a list and you're like, what's coming out this fall? And we're like, oh,
it's
good.
That's so good.
There's a lot. I see a lot of reading in your future.
Mindy McGinnis. I also have a special attachment to this book because even though she doesn't say it, apparently it is set in Ohio, where I'm from. Yeah, but it's a little bit. What did somebody say? It was like Little House on the Prairie meets I don't even know. Something with snipers.
Yeah. So it's a post-apocalyptic, but not dystopian. It is, the water supply is running out in major cities.
It's all toxic.
This girl and her mom are out in the wild, and they have a pond that they have to protect by any means necessary. It gets violent.
This opening scene is I think the opening scene is she's with her mom up on the roof, and they just snipe a guy.
Yeah, you can't come
near their house.
Yeah.
Boom. You're going down.
So, and she's grown up like this. She has been there since she was
she's
4.
Totally,
so that's the only life she knows. She's a very interesting character.
She's hard, rock to the soul, man.
Yeah. So add this. So good.
From our series pile, we have Once We Were by Kat Zhang, which is the sequel to
What's
Left of Me. Oh, haven't read it? Have an e-reader? It's $2.99 right now. This is the second book in the Hybrid Chronicles, and it's 2 girls inside of one.
Yes.
So it's not twins per se, but it's 2 minds.
2 minds operating in one body.
Yeah.
And all of the complications that entails.
Aren't these covers beautiful?
I do love them.
I love these covers. I remember the first time we saw the What's Left of Me, but we were like, so good. And this one comes out also September 24th.
This is one of my authors to watch. The Paradox of Vertical Flight.
Again, another debut standalone.
Bam.
Bleeping awesome.
By Emil Ostrovsky. He's a college student.
Or just graduated.
Just graduated.
He's young.
We met him. He's super smart, ridiculously smart.
Mm-hmm.
This book is funny. It's emotional. It's about a boy who has the main character's a boy, and he has a child with a girl. They give it up for adoption, but he meets her at the hospital and realizes that he needs to instill some sort of philosophy into his kid. So he kidnaps his kid.
Because that's the right choice to me.
Yeah, and so he kind of goes on this mission. He knows he's going to return the kid, but he's like, I'm its father. I need to teach it something. It's a very moving...
It's very cool.
It's a very, very moving book. It's very straightforward. Kind of like... You know how John Green characters talk how you wish you would talk sometimes?
Or like Ned Vizzini.
Yeah.
It's kind of a funny story.
Yeah, it's like, I wish I could be that eloquent as a teenager. That's how his characters are, and I definitely thought it was a really strong debut, and I want to read more of his books.
Mostly YA Lit says, yes, the paradox of vertical flight looks awesome and so different. Contemporary standalones for the win.
For the win.
Let's see. So many, I'm so pumped for all these contemporary standalones that we have going on. Even just the non-contemporary, but just all of our standalones are so awesome. Oh, here's another one.
We have another one from a favorite author of ours, Kirsten White, bringing us the chaos of stars.
Look, it's the hardcover. Isn't it pretty? Look, it's a little shiny. It's a little shiny. Does it have anything underneath? I haven't checked.
Oh, no, you have? I can't believe it. Oh, yes, it does.
Cool. Look. Can you see that? I don't know if you can... Oh. Look, it's got like that little indentations. I don't wonder what they mean. Egyptian.
She's like a human
daughter of the Egyptian gods.
Yes.
Like set in, but she's in like modern present day.
Yes, she's in modern day, and she's trying to move. She moves to California. And she's trying to like get away from her family ties. But that ain't so easy when they're Egyptian gods.
So this is a standalone, and this one comes out.
September?
Soon, either September or October.
Yeah.
It's coming out very soon. I think it's September.
Yeah, and it's got the Kirsten White characters that you love, the like snappy, funny dialogue. So yes.
Our last book in the series list is The Taming of the Tights by Louise Renison. This is the final book in the. This is sort of like cousin to the Georgia Nicholson series.
Yes. It's like
it is just the Georgia Nicholson, and this is like the cousin to the Tallulah Casey.
Yes.
Like the, what's it called? Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging.
Yeah, I love that title so much.
So this one, that's, I think, is the Georgia Nicholson. This one's the Tallulah Casey series, and this is the third book in that one. I think, do we have the other ones? There's
not.
The first one. The first one is A Midsummer Tights Dream, and I don't think we have the second one here. Anyway, this one comes out in 2 weeks as well.
And our final...
So you'll hear more about that book soon.
Debut to get excited about. Boom. Look at that. The Burning Sky by Sherry Thomas. Yes, yes, yes. Fantasy lovers.
Magic. There's fantasy. There's like British
vaulting. There's
British boarding schools.
Flying horses.
There's romance. There's androgynous characters. Like she's got to dress like a dude.
Yeah, Archer Fairfax, which is a really good.
Archer Fairfax.
Archer Fairfax.
There's
the action takes place in London and a magical realm. It's good.
Sherry Thomas. I am so pumped that she's decided to go into the YA world because she is a world-renowned romance novelist, and the sexual tension in this book is well done. Well done, Sherry.
So yeah, if you're a fantasy lover, if you love just goodness,
magic,
and you should read it.
She's going to be at New York Comic Con on a panel as well,
and she's on Dark Days.
And she's on Dark Days, so we will be seeing her in Austin.
Yes.
Actually, it'll be in Austin.
Yeah.
So, is that it?
That's our preview.
Woo!
All right, so we have had it because we have awesome jobs. I've read most of these books, so we're gonna say our
top three.
Okay. There's a lot of goodness to be had, so it was a hard decision. But these are the books that I've just like can't wait for you all to read, so I can talk about them.
All right, bring them up.
Ready?
Yep.
For me, The Broken Hearted, The Paradox of Vertical Flight, and Not a Drop to Drink.
Hell.
Aubrey's honorable mentions for fall.
Honorable mentions.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, where is?
This is kind of like a mix.
go.
This one. Yeah.
Okay, my top three for the fall are Find Me by Romilly Bernard,
Gotcha.
How to Love by Katie Cotugno, and The Burning Sky by Sherry Thomas.
Oh, boys.
Woo, it's gonna be a good fall. Oh, and not to mention Allegiant.
Oh yeah, Allegiant.
Yeah.
We don't have a copy of that.
Because they refuse to give us one because they know that if they do, it will just like...
I don't know. We
won't be online. We won't do our jobs because we just sit there.
There was an actual email that was sent, was like, make sure online doesn't get this yet.
Make sure Margot and Aubrey don't get Allegiant ahead of time.
Because we would just start reading it for you, and then...
We'd probably just come on Tea Time and just, like, do story hour and just, like, start reading it.
Yeah. They know us better. But, yes, these are the ones that you may not have heard of, that you should hear of, and pick up and put on your TBR pile.
Yeah. Also, I read, somebody tweeted at us yesterday, an amazing idea for what you should do to decide what you should read next in your TBR pile.
Yeah.
She writes the names down of all the books in her TBR pile and puts them in a jar and then just, like, lets fate decide. Like, because I have my TBR pile and then I always just go to it and then I'm like, okay, what am I in the mood for?
Yeah.
But nope, she just does the jar and, like, that's it. That's what she's going to read.
So,
Which
we
is
should
kinda
have,
cool.
like, I still want to, like, have a website where it's like that magic 8-ball
Where you
of,
just,
like,
like,
books.
yeah.
But maybe it's
That's
better
cool.
if you could input the actual books that you are reading.
That would be cool. And then just, well, I guess you could do that in Excel and you just type it, do the algorithm.
This is true.
Okay, nerds.
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 What are you guys most excited for?
Yeah. What are you guys excited? What's your top book of the fall?
Yeah,
that you guys
the
are
one that
most
you're
excited
gonna
about?
get come hell or high water.
Let's see. Apparently, Heather Self says that there's an app for that.
Ooh, Heather Self.
What is the name of this
Tell
app?
us.
Tell us. Oops. Okay. Jenna Does Books, Not a Drop to Drink, Find Me, 359, plus The Burning Sky are on my fall want list.
That's a good list.
Not to mention all the other awesome books that are coming out from all the other publishers, too.
Book Geeks is The Chaos of Stars. Yeah.
That one's coming out soon, so you won't have to wait very long for that one. Let's see. Purple Bookshelf, most excited for The Chaos of Stars.
Sophisticated said my top 3 picks are How to Love, The Burning Sky, and Across the Star-Swept Sea. Yeah.
Haley Guitardo says Chaos of Stars or Radiant Sky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Haley is on the Beautiful Dark with Me train.
Yeah, man. Violet Star says Not a Drop to Drink is totally my number 1.
All booked up. Allegiant, clearly. Also Not a Drop to Drink in The Burning Sky.
Jen McAndrews is most excited for 359.
Yeah. There's so much goodness, guys.
So much.
So no matter what, you're going to find a book and fall in love with it this fall. That's the one thing that you know. This fall you will meet a new book.
And you'll fall in love.
And you'll fall in love.
Aww. I feel like there's a commercial in there somewhere. Also, tomorrow at 3 o'clock?
Oh, yeah, 3 o'clock, I think.
I think it's at 3.
Yeah.
We're going to jump on Spreecast because a lot of times you guys ask us about our job and, like, what we do and
how we got it,
what our day's like, and do we actually like each other and things like that. So tomorrow we're going to have a little AMA on Spreecast at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, get your cameras ready. You can jump on and
ask us anything.
What books we like.
Mm-hmm.
How many of episodes of Fringe have I watched in a row?
You can
anything.
Anything. You can ask us anything. Anything is fair game.
Yeah.
So that'll be at 3. Just come on, hang out with us.
Hang out. No pressure.
And then next week we are gonna hopefully do a Spreecast chat with one of our good blogger friends, Jamie at Broken Bookish.
We're going to talk about...
She is reading, venturing into the world of adult romance novels.
Yes.
And so we want to talk to her about what that's like because that's a territory we haven't really ventured into.
Yeah.
And then sort of the segue, in between that would be new adult books. So
a lot of you have asked that we kind of talk about that, which we're excited to talk about.
So we'll be doing that Spreecast next week. But for Tea Time next week, we are going to be having a discussion on gay and YA because I think it's a topic that a lot of people have been talking about, and we want to get in there, jump in, and chat with you guys about everything as well. And we've got an infographic that we need your help filling out. So Keep an eye out for a blog post on that coming up in the next day or so, and we will see you next Wednesday at 3:45
or tomorrow at 3.
So we need to like put a calendar up, but tomorrow at 3 for our AMA, Ask Us Anything. Next week at Wednesday at 3:45 p.m. on Ustream for the Gay and YA.
Yes.
And then we haven't decided when we're going to be doing the Spreecast on new adult and romance books. We haven't decided when we'll let you know when that one's going to happen. But just a heads up.
Yeah.
What's coming down the pipe.
And right now, Tea Time is back on Ustream at 3:45 on a weekly basis, and then we'll be doing these Spreecast ones around topics and people as they come in. And since more people are involved, it's harder to schedule, so the changes, just keep up to date on the schedule.
So really, kind of going forward, we're going to do a regular Tea Time and then something else every week. So we're really going to have like 2 shows every week from going forward.
I need lots of tea.
Yeah, so, and the Spreecast, you guys are always welcome to come on, and if you've got the webcam, jump on with us.
Because we want to see your faces.
We do. We love all of your faces.
Alrighty, guys.
So, we will see you next week, or no, wait, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. In the meantime, go add all those books to your Goodreads bookshelves.
And listen to some Beyonce for the Queen Bee's birthday.
Queen Bee, play us out.
Oh, you're gonna fall in love. Crazy in love.
Circle it back around.
Yeah, bring it home.
Such a funny thing for me to try to explain. How I'm feeling and my pride is the one to blame. Cause I know I don't understand. Just how you look and doing no one else can. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now.
Bye, guys.